Sitting here at Sally's. Yesterday was a burnt day. My phone's cracked. I've had these phones forever. Yeah, I used to crack a lot of phones. But I started thinking about, hey, you don't stumble, you don't fall, you don't trip. You don't do that, you all right? You don't do clumsy. And I realized I didn't drop my phone. I didn't drop my tobacco. I kept saying, seems like something snatched it out of my hand, but I would, that was, like everybody else, my programmer says, that was crazy. No, that's exactly what was happening. I just couldn't believe that someone had that ability, you know. I mean, I seen people roll pencils, okay? I've seen people roll pencils with their telekinesis, all right? Don't worry, I'm in a room full of vampires. Everybody's starved for attention and doing whatever, feeding on each other because there's not many of us here. But if they had the opportunity, believe me, they would feed. But like I said, that note isn't about this. This note is about when I come into this environment, it's like a wolf den, okay? If you want to test people, if you want to test people, all you gotta do is set a bag down, have a pocket open, leave a piece of paper hanging out your pocket, and watch them start zooming in on you, trying to get it from all directions. Watch them start trying to pass by you and bump you. Okay, I was over interrupted. Okay, there's also a lot of the same thing that's everywhere else. People with issues. I mean, it's no different. Money and broke don't don't make you sane or insane. Okay, it doesn't. Money doesn't protect you from getting injured. Money doesn't make you any taller. It doesn't make you able to run any faster or any stronger, and it doesn't protect your mental health either. Okay, so you can be rich and be Looney Tunes. You can be poor and be Looney Tunes. You can be rich and be strong. You can be poor and be strong, and yada yada yada. You know, but I'm sitting here. The mental problems is not what I'm worried about. I got that mastered. It's this particular one. The want to be a criminal. The urge to want to be a criminal. To be a bad person. To live by stealing instead of earning, which isn't that lucrative. It's like a gambling disease, actually, okay? Gamblers do win, and they win big, but for the most part, they lose. We're the same way with the criminal life. Every now and then, you have a big score, but most of the time, you're poor, scraping, desperate. Nah, I take the other route. But so, my whole time inside the building is spent trying to keep from knocking people out who are trying to pickpocket me, go in my bag, catch me slipping, and all this here because the numbers are as great. And I'm in a small room too, and the numbers are just equal to what you run into in the airport. I'm talking about like a dozen people who think they can get you. So I don't want to hurt any of them, so I keep doing the kung fu, acting like I accidentally maneuvered out of their way. They're off on some other stuff. You know, Let me tell you something really crazy, okay? What some people are, their mind has been made lame, and my biggest evidence is this is what you call the grapevine. I put some things on the grapevine as a test, all right? Like, ooh, he don't like white people. He don't even want white people to look at him or be around him. And these fools bit, and they're coming from miles around to test me to see. What if it was true? If I tell you it's a black hole over there, you gonna go over there and check it out? Man, we make jokes about that crap in the movies. All right, about we make jokes about you. You need to slow your roll because you're not coming off as something to be admired or looked to or even be respected. All right? Here's what's going on. This note won't be published until after the experiment, so the experiment will be complete by time. Here's what I'm doing. These racist, condescending, uh, delusional people with a God complex have been irking me since I was born. So I decided they keep acting like when you start beating them down for it, they start saying, "What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything." I'm like, do they really don't know what they're doing? I said, "Let me show them." So I began to act just like them. And I'm waiting for him to start bitching and complaining, like, why does he act like that? He needs to stop being so mean. Why does he? Because I remember words like closed community. All our business is from referral. I remember words that are almost secret racist, okay? In other words, we don't fuck with you, okay? So now I'm like holding all the cards. I'm like, I don't fuck with you. I don't even bother with you. I want to put up a big iron gate and lock you out. Remember that part? And when they start complaining about it, why does he do that? I'm going to stop them and say, yeah, why do you? That's the punchline. Why do you act like that? Because they can dish it out, but they can't take it. And someone needs to make them, they need to see themselves. So I'm holding the mirror up to them. I'm all out of character. You know, I'm the nicest giving person in the world. I hug every bum and all. Everybody knows who I am. So they can't understand what I'm doing now. They're not supposed to understand. A fish isn't supposed to understand the bait and the hook. If they understood what it was, they wouldn't get caught. And so that's what this experiment is about. Just want to make an official record in case some three-named yokel shoots me down in the process. All right. You guys have a nice one. Be one of the ones.